Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today you guys, we're going to be talking about 3 different bronzers, and also we're going to be talking about a blush from Dior. I have 2 shades of bronzers from Farah Homdy. I have the shade Lumen and I also have the shade Roma. I also went ahead and picked up one of her lip liners in the shade Bruni. And then I went ahead and purchased the Natasha Denona in the shade Dawn. I have the Dior Glow Maximizer in the shade Copper. I'm going to be doing a lip combo with Isamaya Beauty. This is in the shade Chalice. And then I also have the clear lip gloss from Edom. And I'm going to try to do a little lip combo with all 3 of these lip products. So that should be very sexy. So if that sounds like something that you all might be interested in, then please, please, please do not hesitate to stay tuned. Well, hello everyone. How is everyone doing today? Today is Thursday, July 3rd. And I am off work. And I'm so happy about it, y'all. I don't know what to do. You hear me? So I decided to come on here and film for you guys since I had the time today. I'm so happy and glad to be off work, y'all. I don't know what to do. I needed the rest, even though I got something. When I get finished filming this video, I have to go make some potato salad for tomorrow. But that's okay. That's okay. That's kind of relaxing to me too. Cooking is also therapy for me. Just like makeup is therapy for me, just like makeup can be therapeutic, cooking can be therapeutic for me too. And so, I just don't, I can cook very well, but it's just, my metabolism does not like food because I have to really, really watch what I eat because my metabolism is not as fast as it used to be. So I don't cook as much because it just, I don't cook as much as I used to. And I definitely don't cook the food that I used to cook. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. We're not here to talk about cooking. We're here to talk about some makeup. So let's go ahead and get started, you guys. So just like I was telling y'all, I already have on my foundation, you guys. Today I am wearing the Chantecaille Just Skin Tinted Moisturizer with SPF 15. Mine is in the shade Wheat. I love this skin tint, y'all. It is so pretty. I think this is Wheat. Let me make sure. Yeah, this is Wheat. So pretty. It is beautiful. That's what I have around the perimeter of my face. And then right here on my cheeks, I have the Dior foundation stick. Mine is in the shade 2W. I also have the shade 3N, but the 3N is a little bit too neutrally for me and it turns me gray. So this is the shade 2W. So it's too warm, so it's warm, and I just love it. So that's what I have right here on the front of my cheeks. It kind of puts me in the mind of the Tom Ford Tawny shade. So that works well for me. All right, you guys, so let's go ahead and get started. So the first product we're going to talk about is going to be, I'm going to talk about the Farah Homdy bronzers because it's just been buzzing through the internet. When I tell you, I have been hearing all about this bronzer for like the past 2 months, and I have been determined to get it. I did do 2 shorts, and you can go to my channel and look at those. I will be playing a clip of each bronzer while I'm talking about it. So the first one we're going to talk about is the shade Lumen, and I'm going to give it a swatch for you guys. This bronzer it's called the Essential Bronzer. The compact, which is right here, it's a very heavy compact. They come in the compact, which is this right here. The compact retails for $78. If you just want to get the product and you don't need, a compact with the product, this retails for $42. This is the Essential, and it's called, y'all, the Farah Homdy Essential Bronzer. This is the refill. And I think this is fine. This is fine for me. That's why I just got 1 compact. And then I decided I wanted to try the shade Lumen. So I picked up Lumen in the refill. So let me give y'all a little bit of information on the bronzer. It says an ultra smooth bronzing powder, An ultra smooth bronzing powder with a cream-like feel. Lumen Matte Soft Suede is a first of its kind, lightweight and lustrous bronzer with a soft matte finish that melts seamlessly into the complexion. Fara's Lumen Matte technology delivers a unique velvety touch and high creaminess, formulated to be used over any makeup or skincare base. So let's go ahead and swatch it, y'all. And I'll insert the clip of me using it. And to me, it's kind of like this shade here. Now, don't get me wrong. It's real pretty. And it's going to be real pretty on me in the wintertime. I can wear it now, but it's just not quite as dark as I would like for it to be. As you can see, it's kind of blending in with my complexion. It's like it has some kind of pinkiness in it. But when you look at the pictures and stuff online, to me, it looks darker than it does when you buy it. So just be aware of that. This is not, you know, too deep. The Lumen shade, it looks to me more deeper than it really is. You see, no matter where I swatch it, I can swatch it on the lightest part of my arm, and it still, to me, looks like almost like it's blending in. But keep in mind, my arms and stuff is tanned. That's why when I insert the clip, you'll see that you can see it better on my face, because my face is lighter than my arms and stuff when I'm not tanned, when my face is not tanned. Right now, my face is like the tan is kind of going away. Now, the next one we have is going to be the Roma shade. This is so beautiful, y'all. Both of the shades are pretty. It's just that the Lumen shade on me is probably going to look better in the winter. But let me show y'all the Roma. Why am I saying Roman? So as you can see, this is like a reddy. It has a lot of red in it. And it's pretty. But it seems like, you know, they are warm, but they're not, to me, as warm as I would like. This looks to me real warm in the pan. And then even the Lumen shade, when you see it on the websites, when they show, and I'll put a picture up here of what I'm talking about. When they show all 4 shades, the Lumen and the Roma, to me, they look warm on the pictures. But when you know, see them in person and you swatch them, no, it just seems like they have something. I think it's some type of clay. It's like a clay color to me that they have. Now, don't get me wrong. I like both of the products. I think that they are very good quality. I think she put some very good ingredients in it. It's just not the shades that I'm used to. But don't get me wrong. I do like them, and I am going to wear them. So, you know, I'm not saying that I don't like them, because I do. I like them. And I am going to try them on, but I want to put on the Natasha Denona first for y'all. When I try on the Natasha Denona blush, I'm going to set one side with the Lumen, and then I'm going to set the other side with the Roma. And then I'll probably end up just using the Roma on both sides, since the Roma is the deepest. So let's go ahead and try on the Natasha Denona. Now, this is the Natasha Denona bronzer. All right, you guys. So let's talk about the Natasha Denona bronzer. So it is called the Natasha Denona HySculpt Liquid Bronzer. This comes in 6 shades. And the shade that I have is the shade Dawn. That is the last shade. That is the second shade from the last shade. Because the other ones, to me did not seem like they were going to be pigmented enough. They look dark on the pictures, but I have learned to not go by these pictures and stuff that are on these websites. You have to see somebody try it on. Because if you don't, you have to see somebody try it on. Because if you don't, if you try to go by these pictures, it will lead you wrong every single time. So I saw somebody try on, what is that shade? Drenched. Because I started to get drenched, but I didn't. This person was a little darker than me. And it just blended right on into her complexion. Now, if you look at Drenched, you would think that Drenched would fit her, but it didn't. So I just, you know, let me go ahead and get Dawn. And then I wanted the warmest one anyway. And to me, even though Dawn is darker, it is warmer. So these are, let me see, 0.47 ounces. or 14 grams. And they go from fair light. Like I said, there are 6 shades. They go from fair light to deep. And, you know, let's see. They got 4.6 stars on Sephora already. It looks like it's a nice bronzer. This is the box. And this is how the bottle looks. It's kind of like a matte bottle. It's glass, but it feels kind of like it's, you know, looks like it's kind of matte. So let's go ahead and swatch it. I'm just gonna put a drop of it right there because y'all, it is very pigmented now. See that? Now I just put a drop. Now do you see how that? That's why I said, you know, this is very, very deep. But I'm glad I got this shade because, you know, if I would have got that other shade, I think it probably would have showed up for me, but it wouldn't not have been, you know, as warm as I wanted it to be. Because I like warm bronzers. I really don't like cool bronzers because my skin is warm. All right, you guys, let's go ahead and apply this bronzer. I have 2 brushes here. I'm going to start out with the BK Beauty 109. Let's see. And I'm just going to tap on my hand first. I'm going to lightly start tapping it. Ooh, that's pigmented. But see, that's the shade that I love. That, whew, that warm, caramelly shade. Now, y'all, I could really stop right there if I wanted to. Like, but for the sake of filming, I'm going to go ahead and build it up some more. Because I know that sometimes these lights wash me out. This is the shade done, y'all. This is the second to the last shade. Let's do the other side. It don't take but a drop, y'all. Oh, that is so pretty. Let's do a little bit more so that we can have it looking the same as this side. Okay. That looks really good. And I can tell y'all that this dries down fast. So I'm gonna take my powder puff and kind of blend in the edges right here. So what y'all think? I like this, honey. Okay, Natasha. So let me show y'all the bronzer on both sides. I think it looks good. I think it looks really, really good. Okay, so now we're gonna go in, and by the way, if I forgot to mention, the Farah Homdy bronzer, essential bronzer, comes in 4 shades. I have the deep, the last shade, I have the 2 middle shades. I have Roma and I have Lumen. That's the second and the third shade. Then she has one that's deeper than Roma. She has one that's lighter than Lumen. All right, you guys, so let's go ahead and apply the Lumen over here, and then I'm going to apply the Roma over here. I'm going to set the Natasha Denona with these two. So let's go ahead and apply the Lumen. And to me, that Lumen shade, it's pretty now, y'all. You know, but it's just it's like it has something like a I don't know, it's something pink in here. I don't know. It's just not giving me that warm. That warm bronzer shade that I'm used to. So that's the Lumen, y'all, on my skin. I tried to put it up here at the top so y'all can kind of see it. Even though I have the Natasha here, I put it up here, so. And so let's go ahead and apply the Roma on the other side. So you can take this out of the compact. It comes out real easy. See? And that's how it looks. And you just put it back in there and it stays, it doesn't come out. And then also, you guys, let me tell y'all, there is a mirror in here. All right, so let's go ahead and apply the Roma shade to this side. Just blending everything in. So y'all know this Roma shade is a little bit deeper than the Lumen, see? So let me kind of, I want to switch brushes because this is the brush I like to use with it. This is a fox hair brush. Now this is just still what I applied with the Sonya G brush. And this is just a Sonya G brush. It came with that Voyager set. It came with this brush and another brush, which is like it's a shadow brush that is somewhere that I can't put my eyes on it right now, but yeah, so you see that Roma, why do I keep saying Roman? That Roma shade is a lot deeper to me than the Lumen. So now what I'm going to do, I'm going to go back over here on this side and go over this Lumen shade with the Roma so that I can have, you know, the same, so that both sides can look the same and I won't be looking crazy. See, that Roma shade is kind of powerful, you know. But that Lumen one, I guess they tried to make it for people who are my complexion and people who are a little lighter than me. Because I wish that Lumen shade just had a little bit more warmth to it. You know what I'm saying? I want to do some comparisons with the bronzer. Okay, so, and I'm going to compare, I'm going to put the Givenchy bronzer in here too, y'all. So let's go ahead and swatch the two, let's go ahead and swatch. Let's go, you know what, let's swatch the powder ones first, and then I'm going to do a comparison to the Rare Beauty with the Natasha bronzer. Because I think that's probably going to be the most one that's kind of more compatible with that one. I have a lot of other cream bronzers, but I want to see what that one does. Oh, and you know what? Well, this is no more like a liquid bronzer, so that's why I said the Rare Beauty. So let's go ahead. Oh, see, that Roma is pigmented. You see how what? See, like, you see how it doesn't want to come off? All right, so let's put the Lumen right here. See how that Lumen looks like it has some type of, and I'm building it up for y'all. Looks like it has some type of, I don't know, some type of pinky shade in it. I'm just trying to build it up as much as I can, y'all. So that's the Lumen. Now, to me, the closest blush that I have to that, and I'm talking about with the texture of it and everything, y'all. And I don't know why I can't ever get this bronzer right here open. That's going to be the Valentino bronzer. This is supposed to be the 003 shade. But you see how, let's swatch it next to it. Now, this one is a little lighter than the Lumen. But let me just show y'all what I mean when I say they're the same type of texture. You see that? They are the same type of texture, like. But yeah, this to me is very much so similar to that Lumen. It's just a lot lighter. I can wear this in the wintertime. It's not going to do nothing for me right now. And then let's do the Roma. I have one that I want to compare the Roma to. Let's put the Roma right here back where it was, since it don't want to go away anyway. I really don't have to build that Roma up too much because it's just real pigmented. Now, I was looking at the Chantecaille in the shade Goa. And these two, to me, look very similar. Goa looks like it might not. I don't know, it might be a little bit lighter than the Roma. But let's see. Yeah, it's a little, it doesn't have, to me, doesn't look like as much red in it. But, yeah. Gold kind of look almost similar to Lumen, too. Let's put it over here. Yeah. Gold really is, it's a little bit darker than Lumen, though. But yeah, so that's those two. And then I want to just throw the Givenchy in here since I just purchased this. I want to see where this, even though this is a totally different type of bronzer, the shade and everything is different. But let's just put it right here and see. This is the Givenchy, y'all, in the shade. I think it's 03. Let's see. Let me make sure. It might be 04. Yeah, 003. Bronze, the Givenchy bronzer in the shade 003. Yeah. So this is the Givenchy in 0003. This is Chantecaille in Goa. This is the Farah Homdy Essential Bronzer in the shade Roma. This is the Valentino bronzer. This is in 003 or 03. And which is equivalent to the universal bronzer that they have to me, which is not dark enough. Okay, and this is definitely not dark enough to me to be a third shade in a collection or in a bronzer collection. Okay, and so this is the Lumen from Farah Homdy. And this is the Goa again. I just wanted to compare it to that. All right, you guys, so let's go ahead and swatch the Natasha Denona bronzer in the shade Dawn. And I'm just going to put it right here. This dries down really, really fast too, y'all. So you got to work fast with this. And I'm going to, see, it's already done dried down. Look at that. I'm just trying to shear it out on the bottom part so y'all can see. And then let's do a swatch of the Rare Beauty. Now this Rare Beauty shade here is in the shade Serene. And this is supposed to be a liquid contour. Are both of these called liquid contours? No, hers is, Natasha's is called the HySculpt Liquid Bronzer. And Rare Beauty's is called the Liquid Contour. Again, this is the shade Serene. I kind of like that this has a doe foot applicator on it versus the Natasha have that pump. This don't want to go away. This Roma shade is so pigmented. I'm going to put the Rare Beauty right there. And I know just from experience that you will have more dry down time with the Rare Beauty than you will with that Natasha. Okay, so right off the bat, I'm looking at it and it looks like the Natasha has more red in it. And the Serene has more golden. I'm just trying to smear it out for y'all so y'all can see it, but yeah. But both of them are pretty though. Both of them are pretty. I just want to see something, y'all. I'm going to swatch the Dior in tan. And I just want to see something. Okay. The Dior in tan looks like it's going to be more closer to the Rare Beauty. Just wanted to blend it out. All three of them are that was so satisfying for me, y'all. I don't know how it was for y'all, but that was so satisfying for me. Like, oh, all of them are so pretty. All of them. Every last one of them. The Natasha is a 10 out of 10, girl. You did that. I'm so happy with my purchase, and I'm so glad that I decided to get that deep shade because I knew that it just was not, those other shades to me, they looked like they just was not going to be the right undertone that I like. Like, I like a more reddy golden undertone. I do not like undertones that are cool on me. They're pretty on somebody who with a cooler undertone, but not for me. Okay, so let's go ahead, you guys, and move on with the next product, which is the Dior Glow Maximizer in the shade Copper. This is so pretty. Let's swatch it. Oh, Lord, look at all that bronzer on my hand, y'all. I hope I can get it out. Okay, so let's go ahead and swatch it, y'all. And I'm just going to swatch it right here. Yeah, this is the shade Copper. I have to make sure because this is very similar to the Flame shade. So I just wanted to blend that out for y'all. So what I'm going to do, the way that I'm going to do this one, you guys, I'm going to take what I just put on my finger and I'm just going to go in up here on the top of my cheekbone, and I'm going to put it on with one finger. That's how I like to do all of my cream blushes most of the time. I really don't use a brush too much. I like to go in with one finger, going back in with the finger that I had the product on. I'm gonna add a little bit more. I like to go in with one finger, and then I like to blend it out with the finger with nothing on it, because to me that gives me the best result. And I just want y'all to see that. Oh, it's so pretty. And I'm not going to do a whole lot of blending because I don't want to blend it away. I want it to stay pigmented and opaque on my cheek. I'm not going to put it on the apples of my cheek. I'm just going to leave it right up in here. All right, you guys. So let's do the other side with the Copper. I'm going to just try to see if I can get a little bit more out of what I've already swatched before I go in again. Again, going in with one finger. I'm going to have to add some more. And I don't like to just put it on directly with the doe foot. I like to put it on my hand, or in this case, I'm putting it right here on my arm. I like to put a little bit on my arm and then go in with a finger and then blend it out with the finger that has nothing on it. Put a little bit more. Y'all, I love this one. This is the shade Copper, y'all, even though I know I told y'all that, but let me just tell y'all again, just in case you're just tuning into this video or you started it in the middle. This is the shade Copper, and it is absolutely gorgeous. Gorgeous. Gorgeous, 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 gorgeous. So there's the copper on both sides. Goes very well with the bronzer, like, whew. And y'all, it does do well with powder. I'm just gonna tap a little bit more on this side because I feel like I have more on this side, on the other side, than I have on this side. Now, if you don't like to use your fingers, y'all, don't feel like you're obligated to use your fingers like me. I'm a finger person. I like to do my concealer with my fingers. I like to put on cream bronzer, cream blush, any cream with my fingers, because to me it's something about the warmth of your fingers that helps the product to blend into the skin better. However, if you don't want to use a finger, you can always use a BK Beauty 109. Any kind of angled brush. You can use any kind of angled brush that has a lot of bristles, that's really, really, really thick and has a lot of bristles. You can use that. That should help. But and another reason why I don't like to use brushes, or another reason why I like to use my fingers when I'm using cream products, is because sometimes when you use brushes, especially if you're deeper complected, it just blends the product away. We don't want that. We want the product to show. Right. Okay, you guys. So there's the Dior Gold Maximizer in the shade Copper. And I forgot to tell y'all, we're also going to be using this. This is, yes, we're going to be using a lot of orange and coppery and bronzy shades today. This is from Nudesticks, and it's in the shade Picante. This is what we're going to be using for blush. And it's so pretty, y'all. I'm going to, again, go in on the back of my hand, take on my finger. Now I'm going to put this on the apples of my cheeks. Just right here on the apples. And go in with another finger like we did with the Dior Gold Maximizer. Wow. Very nice. Let's do the other side. Okay, you guys, so let me just show y'all how this looks on each cheek. And y'all, that Nudesticks blush, it dries down so good. This is the Nudesticks. This is the matte one. I haven't tried the other ones. I think they do have some dewy ones too. I'm not too much into dewy anything too dewy. This is a multitasking balm to create a soft cheek blush and creamy lip. Oh, you can use this for the lips too. Of course, we know that this is a Nudesticks product, but Alana Davison, who is a YouTuber, is the one who is collaborating with Nudesticks on this product. So this is her baby, Picante. It's very pretty on medium complexions, medium tan. Beautiful. I love this. I absolutely love it. Don't be afraid of it. You see how it looks on me? It is fantastic. All right, you guys. So let's move on. I wanted to do some comparisons on the copper shade here of the Glow Maximizers. So let's go ahead and compare. First, we're going to do a swatch of the copper shade, which is the one that we just applied. Okay, and then I also have a flame. I have videos for a flame, a short for a flame if you want to see it on my cheeks. All you have to do is just go to my shorts. Yeah, and it's not a flame, y'all. It's just flame. My apologies. So flame looks like it has a little bit more red in it than copper. And this one here, you guys, is called bronze. This one was the first. This one was out before flame and copper. Flame and copper has not been too long come out. So I'll blend this out for you guys a little bit so you guys can see how it looks when you kind of blend it out. And they are just beautiful, all three of them. All three of them. All right, you guys, so yeah, we're pretty much done. We just have to do our lip. Now, I already have the lip on that we're going to do, but I'm going to take it off and redo it for y'all so y'all can see exactly what I did. Now, I did purchase a lip liner from Farah Homdy. This one is in the shade Bruni. We're going to be using, and I'm just going to swatch it right there. And it's just a dark brown. All right, so there's the Bruni shade from Farah Homdy. I'm going to use for my lipstick or lip gloss rather, because it's a lip balm actually, and this is the shade Chalice. This is from Isamaya. Here's a swatch of it, and it's a lip balm. And I thought it would go very, very well with this look. And it's like a shimmery type of shade. All right, you guys. So there's the shade from Isamaya Beauty. Let me put on a little bit of Fix Plus. So yeah, it's very pretty, you guys. I'm going to go over with another new product that I purchased from Edom Beauty. I've been waiting on this to come back available and to come back in stock for the longest, y'all. It seems like it's been taking forever, and I have all the Edom shades now. Yeah, I had been waiting on this one to come back into stock. This is just a clear one. And it is called Butter. Hold on, let me get y'all the right name. Yeah, Butter Mochi. Like, it was taking forever to come back in stock, y'all. So let me go ahead and apply this over the Chalice, just to make it. Now, you definitely can wear Chalice by itself. You don't have to use this one. Don't have to use any gloss over it, but y'all know I'm extra. Okay, I want to go back over the lip with the Fara shade in Bruni. So there's our look, you guys. What do you guys think? I think everything came out so pretty. I'm so happy with all of my stuff. Oh, you know what? I wanted to, y'all know me, here I go, being extra. Wait a minute, before I do that, let's do a comparison. Now, this is the Charlotte Tilbury lip liner in the shade, oh God, can we see it, y'all? I've had this for a while. I'll put the shade up here somewhere. We can't see it because it's just faded away. But I'll put the shade up here. I remember what shade it is once I see it. So we're gonna swatch it right next to the Fara because I want to see which one. I want to see if they are, you know, kind of similar because I believe they are. Yeah, see, I know what I be talking about. Now the Charlotte have a little bit more. I don't know. Is it a little bit warmer, y'all? Look like it is. Let's look at my Holy Grail, y'all. Matte Coastal Rich, and see what this gives us. I'm gonna put it on the other side of the Fara. Yeah, so yeah. Both of these. Fara is a little bit more cooler tone than both of these. I just wanted to see. All right. All right, y'all. So we're almost done. I wanted to, you know, I went ahead and broke down and bought the Natasha Denona I Need a Nude. I didn't have it. I Need a Warm. I have bronze. I have a lot of her bronze, her palettes, but I just didn't have this one. But I wanted to, since we didn't do an eye today, I just have on y'all a bronzer in my eye. I just used the bronzer here. But I did want to apply one of these since we didn't use any eyeshadow. What shade y'all think I should use? Let me see. All of them are so pretty. Y'all know I love shades like this. Yeah, let's use that. Ooh, Lord. That's pretty. Let's do the other eye. Oh my gosh, y'all, that is absolutely stunning. And this one is in the shade Delilah. That's what I've just put on. I'm gonna take a fluffy brush, if I can find one. Here we go. Without anything on it, and I'm just going to kind of go over the edges. We do need to do an inner corner highlight. Okay. And for our inner corner highlight, y'all, I'm going to use this shade here. It's called Sheen. This one. All right, you guys. So what do y'all think? I think everything came out fantastic. And yeah, so what do y'all think? I think that this is a gorgeous look. I need to be going somewhere, but I'm not. I'm gonna go down. I'm gonna take this off and go downstairs and start my making my potato salad for tomorrow. So I hope that you all enjoy all of the products that we looked at and used today. I think that everything looks fantastic. I think this is a wonderful look for a summer bronzy look. And everything just goes together so well. I want to thank you guys for watching this video. If you like this video, I want to ask that you please go ahead and give me a nice big thumbs up. It is located right below this video and it looks like a thumb. Just tap it and that will help my video to get out into the algorithm and let other like-minded beauty lovers see my channel. And then also, you guys, I want to ask that you would please go ahead and subscribe to the channel. If you like the content that I'm putting out, go ahead and subscribe. It's going to keep going. This is what it is. It's not going to change and it's not going to stop. So go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Thank you so very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.